Today is Friday and such a good day. Another day. Everybody knows that I wanted, something happened. We're smaller, but that's okay. Wanted to start working out, and actually my chef that used to do the cooking for me said she had her own personal trainer. I called her and she said that give him a call. He works her out. He's pretty good. So I ignored her. But anyways, I saw him again. We were at the Brooks function, a big dinner, and he was helping her out. And so I called him and I said, hey, I'm ready. Well, I did say I'm ready, then I kind of changed my mind again. But I saw him again. He was flexing and mixing and all that. So I emailed him again and said, hey, I'm ready. And I said, hey, would you like to come on the I Shall Bloom show? I don't see the back. So he's here. So I want to introduce Kevin, aka Big Kevin, and woohoo! Here he goes. Hi.
Thank you. Hello.
Thank you. Hello. And I'm gonna. I'm sorry. I am.
Testing.
Yes, we are in the. They know this is the beginning stage of I Shall Bloom. So things happen, and we still gonna bloom. So, anyways, hey. Hey. Yeah, don't hate. Look, don't be hating y'all. I know I can feel, don't be hating. See, I'm going to get fine like that too, so, but my head ain't going to be big, y'all, so don't worry. I'm still be me.
And I can always train you too, so, no need to hate. Just hit me up.
Look, cheese.
Thank you for having me, though. I appreciate this.
Yes.
It's cool.
So tell us, I was going to ask what's a calorie. I'm not even going to go there yet, because I know he breaks it down, you guys. He breaks down what's a calorie, some macros and some sacros and all this stuff. And, well, I can't give away the secrets because I'm in the club, so there's secrets that, you can do to get your body right in 30 days. Unbelievable. But go ahead. How would a person who, regardless, you said, of weight, what's the first thing, without giving away all your secrets, I know, what's the first thing that a person should do when they're ready to submit to working out?
The eating portion or the working out portion?
Yeah, I forgot. It's double. It's a double-edged sword. So let's do the eating portion.
Okay, so eating, first of all, you got to know what your metabolism speed is. There's different apps and things you can use to find that out. But your metabolism speed, that's going to be how many calories your body burns as is. You don't have to do any exercise or anything. Your body's just going to burn a certain amount of calories a day.
Yeah.
Whatever that number is. Test it. Whatever that number is, that's the number, how many calories you got to eat a day has to hover around. So if your metabolism speed is here, you're burning this many calories a day. The more calories above that you eat, the more weight you're going to gain. The more calories underneath that you eat, the more weight you're going to lose. But everything's going to hover around your metabolism speed. As opposed to just, I'm just going to eat whatever, how much ever, and not wait on it to fall out.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the quickest you can lose weight? You know what I mean? I know we need to talk about the chemical part, the physical part, all this. It's not just about stop eating and, lose 30 pounds in 30 days. And then I know there's such a thing as skinny fat. You know what I mean? I know it's an oxymoron. Skinny fat. So what does that mean, skinny fat?
So basically that's slang for somebody who has a small frame, right? What we would consider skinny, but appearance-wise, they have all the markings of what we would consider a fat person. Whether it could be loose skin, it could be a gut, it could be sagging pectorals, whatever, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
But size and appearance are two different things. You can be skinny and be fat. You can be big and be real lean. So size and appearance are two different things.
Wow. So tell us
us about, have you always been like this? Or, I mean, growing up, you know, some kids you can see, they're wide already, you can already see. So were you know, sometimes people start out and they're skinny. They might be a skinny person. It's like, man, or a big person. Have you always been like into your muscles and stuff like that?
I mean, you know, like, no, I'm fine. So really, up until probably like I started lifting weights, which was like around 14, 15, I was skin and bone, like just.
See? It's not always, but we know sometimes we see that skinny person in high school and then we see them again and they're like this. Or, you know what I mean? So, hey.
But it was on purpose as far as getting this size.
Yes, it was purpose. Yes. So.
But I was always like real skinny, and then I was playing football, and then of course in high school, that's when all your teammates and everyone else starts lifting weights, getting stronger.
Yeah.
And so if I didn't want to get knocked around, I was like, oh, I got to lift weights too. And then that's what got me into it. And the more I did it, just the more I just developed a passion for it, you know, for a lot of different reasons. So since then, throughout high school, I kept a certain amount of like size and everything on me because I had to. And then after that, in college, my buddy I worked out with the whole time, he was a boxer for the Marines, and he used to, put us through all kind of crazy workouts. And
their training is raw. I mean, just deep, mental, physical, and all that, huh?
Yeah, and that's when my workouts really like went up a notch as far as like things getting a little more like, you know, non-basic.
Yeah, rigorous.
So essentially, since then, off and on, I've tried to keep the look on. There's several times through the years, like through my 20s and so forth, where I just stopped working out because I just wasn't motivated. And so I had to keep renewing that fire.
Wow. So how does that work, though? How do you renew your fire? That's the whole thing when you stop working out. Because I used to work out every night except Sundays, and then I just stopped it's been almost 7 or 8, 9 months, a baby, almost 9 months, and it's hard to get back into that. I mean, I'm in it. Tomorrow will be my first day because I'm training with you, but it's hard because you get comfortable. You get comfortable. But being in front of the camera now is just like, man, and not even about that. It's about your health too, because being healthy and working out in muscles will carry you the longer days, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? So that whole thing. So what gets you motivated?
So really, 9 times out of 10, the times that, because it was so many times that would happen. I would work out for a few months, take a couple years off, and I just kept doing that over and over.
Yes.
But when I got to a point where, like, I was going to be consistent with it, really, I just got tired of looking the way I looked. Like, I was just, you just look in the mirror, and you're like, is this it? Yeah. It's like, I got to do something. So once it, like, really started to, like, bother me, that's what made me start. And even then, when I would start, it wasn't about, I got my passion and drive back. It was just, this is step one. At least I'm trying to do something about it. And then, as long as I'm consistent with it, it's like, but really, the most recent time that happened was 2019.
2019.
I stopped working out. A lot of stuff going on. I just didn't have the drive at the time.
Yeah.
2020, I started back working out again. When I started, I didn't have that drive, but it was like, I gotta do what I gotta do. And I was so sore when I first started, I'd been sore for like several days.
Yes.
And this was going on for like well over a month, like almost 2 months. And once I got to the point where I stopped being sore for so long, I was like, I don't want to start all over and feel this feeling again.
Yes, I gotta do something to keep it going.
Yeah, so I just kept it going, and at that point, it was just more about, having a routine, being, responsible, all that kind of stuff. But then eventually, as my appearance started to change and
See, that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
know.
oh, okay, I got to maintain this.
Right.
too. Uh-huh.
and eventually I just started to fall in love with the process again, and one thing kind of just leads to another, and so
So it's a passion. It's
Yeah.
got to be a passion, y'all. It's got to be a passion too, or it has to be something that we want, and that's what you want. Like me, I mean, just tired of looking at this, and then your clothing fits so much better when it's the size for you. Because remember, and all sizes, or one size fit all is a lie. One size does not fit all. I don't know who made that up. Well, maybe in California, the Asian people, one size could fit all because they were all short and small, and you know what I mean. But here in Texas or anywhere, one size does not fit all. So in fitting good in your clothes, it makes you feel good too. That's real. The appearance, the way you feel about yourself, the way you dress, and the way everything is flowing makes you feel good walking out of the house too, right? You know. So what can you show us? What tips can you give us, Miss Mitchell? Miss Mitchell, she already told me that she wanted me to ask you for some tips and show us in front of the camera. So Miss Mitchell, she said it. So we want to see a little workout, and I'm sure that people here want to see a little. Like, I know you can't give all your tips away, but what's a quick pick me up, or like in the morning or before you go to bed? What's the best time to work out, anyways?
okay, so really any time of day is fine.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't recommend right before you go to bed per se, because it's
You're up.
gonna be
I've done that
you
before.
got all your adrenaline going. Might be kind of hard to go to sleep, unless you're like me. I can fall asleep like that for any reason.
Yeah.
Um,
Hold
But so really you can work out any time of day. Now, as far as the type of workouts you're wanting me to demonstrate, got to narrow it down. Upper body, lower body.
on. What can you do now today that's in this spot, wherever you can do right here in front of us in the camera right here and there. Like maybe some arms or some back fat. Can you show some back fat things? Some I don't know, the lats?
Now-
The lats. No.
And this would just be exercise you can just do with body weight. Is that-
Okay, yes.
That's what you're looking for?
Yeah.
So if we're talking about working out your back with body weight, best thing's going to be things like pull-ups, chin-ups,
Oh.
things like that.
Women too? Pull-ups and chin-ups?
Yeah, it's still going to work the back muscles. Now, of course, that leads to, well, what if you can't do a pull-up?
Yeah.
Yeah. There are alternatives, but as far as like a quick on the spot, trying to hit your back muscles.
Yeah.
Um,
And I always try to isolate things, but you said it's not an isolating thing, huh? It's a whole body workout, well, a whole body change, but, I guess you can isolate. Can't lose.
muscles you can isolate. Fat you can't. So you can't spot reduce fat. Your body's going to lose everything in proportion. But you'll have places where you'll see it come and go faster. So
Yeah.
it's like when you're gaining weight, you're going to see it come to a certain place faster. When you're losing it, you're going to see it go in a certain place faster. But overall, you can't be like, for example, I'm just work on my belly fat and
Yeah,
that's it. Like, so fat, everything has to, yeah.
with the diet. Okay,
Um,
so,
But if we're talking things like, let's say chest, for example, push-ups or chest, shoulders, push-ups are good ones. If we're talking things like bicep and even back,
yeah,
really, you're going to want an object to help you move those muscles, whether it's a bar you can hold on to and do something, or
weight,
that, or you can have, what I have is an elastic band. It's got the two handles at the end.
yeah,
And you can do all kinds of exercises with that.
have that.
So I could show you different exercises with that. But
Oh, I didn't-
for what we have,
Yeah,
it's all
I
good.
didn't bring that, I have that too on the door.
I
That
show,
thing where you just pull. I mean, it's rubber and two little things on the end. You can stand on it and pull. Is that what you kind of like isometric?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
an elastic band.
Uh-huh.
But no matter what exercise you do, whether it's with weights or body weight, the best thing you want to do is go slow. So instead of like, fast, explosive movements,
Yeah.
you want to go slower because that's going to make your muscles work harder. when you have momentum, that's just giving your muscles a boost each time.
Okay.
And you got to do so many before that burn and everything else starts catching up. But if you go slower,
Good time.
you're going to hit that burn and that stretch your muscles out quicker.
Yes.
So, for example, if I got to demonstrate something.
Okay.
He's gonna demonstrate, guys, so, alrighty, so what do we need to do?
I was just going to do some push-ups right here.
Sure, can we see him doing the push-ups? Well, in front of, let's see, well, can we push it back, Miss Mitchell, Miss Director? Or no, turn the top part of it down towards the floor, that part, towards the other way, towards us, towards him, yeah. Yes. There we go, yes, okay, so that is the famous push-up?
All right, so yeah, now this is just a basic push-up I'm gonna demonstrate, but
Okay.
some keys to it. One, I'm gonna go slow, and then two, here's a little trick. Every time you, all right, now this is for your chest and shoulders. I know you mentioned biceps and back,
Yes.
but
In
I'm
front
going to need
too.
an object, yeah, to show
Yeah.
some exercise for that.
Yeah,
This-
well, we need that too, because I
Just-
like my arms cut, not big like yours, of course, but I want that line. I like that line that women have too. You know what I mean, that we have, not the big thing like you have for me.
Right, no, don't worry. Big arms are on purpose,
Yeah,
just because you know, you can control your size, like.
Yeah.
But
well,
since
yeah,
you-
that looks good on you. That's perfect. Okay, yeah.
But just using the floor, I'm gonna show you a basic push-up. It's gonna
Okay.
hit your triceps and chest, but if you want to hit more of your chest,
Yes.
instead of your arms being out here, you're gonna
Uh-oh, bring him
pretend
down so we can see his head.
pretend there's a triangle
Or
here,
up so we can see his head, okay.
and you're gonna have your
There we
hands
go.
tilted at an angle,
Okay,
so just like they're on the side of a triangle.
okay.
All right, and every time you go down and you push up, you're gonna rotate your palms forward like that. So
Okay.
instead of just this, boom, you're gonna, boom, and that's gonna isolate your chest.
Okay, bring it
Now,
down.
normally,
Down.
when most people do push-ups,
Yes.
all right, it's gonna be all that.
Yes.
But you wanna go no momentum, so take your time, boom, come up, boom, pause,
Ooh.
boom, pause,
Yeah, that's,
pause. So I'm already shaking.
yes, I see,
Whenever you go slow,
Bring it up some. So thank you, we give you that is awesome, that was a great workout, and we see that you're supposed to go slow, actually, you're using your body weight against yourself, so that's kind of like isometric yoga type deal, but no pushing, he said, no fast, but take your time, and then have those muscles, I guess, do that work, that synergy that they do, so that's what builds, put stress on them, that builds them.
yes, because even those 3 I just did felt like I did 10. You know, because the slower you go, the harder your muscles have to work. The slower you go, the harder your muscles have to work.
Yeah.
And the harder they have to work, they start shaking, your whole body starts shaking. All of that is triggering your body to go into survival mode. And if your nervous system's going into survival mode, all that time under tension on your muscles, survival mode, your body's thinking, hey, we better get stronger because, see, we know I'm doing push-ups, but for all your body knows, you know,
War,
you
fight or flight.
yeah,
Fight
you
or flight.
fell off a building and something's, building's on your back and you're trying to push it up.
Yes.
So as long as your body thinks you're in danger, it's gonna grow and get stronger. And that's what what's called time under tension.
Mm-hmm.
That's slang with lifting weights, and that's just trying to say the more amount of time you have that you're putting your muscles under stress, the more they're gonna grow. Well, if that's the case, if you go slow, it's gonna take more time because you're going slow,
Yes.
and it's gonna be more tension because you're going slow. Your body has to, and all those things trigger your body to go into growth mode faster, make you get stronger faster.
Yes.
So really, no matter what exercise you're doing or no matter what muscle group you're trying to hit, That's always the key, is taking momentum out of it. The only time you need momentum is if you're training for speed or power. You know,
Tennis.
speed, yeah, like let's
Track
say,
and field.
yeah,
Track and fields.
that, or let's say even boxing, right? You need that that quick
Yeah.
muscle release,
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
Different exercises to do, boom, boom. You're gonna use that speed to train those quick twitch muscle fibers. If you're like, let's say a power lifter, everything they do, it's
Yeah.
how fast they can throw up the heaviest amount of weight they can. So that's another time you'll train for speed. But outside of that, you need that. You don't need momentum. Your muscles have to be under as much tension as you can put them under. So you take the speed out, and then boom,
Yeah.
and it makes every workout automatically harder. Exercises where you're normally used to using a gazillion pounds,
Yeah.
you have to lighten the weight considerably. That's how big of a difference going slower makes.
So we've learned so much. I guess we kind of, you take the fear out of it.
You take the fear out of working out. You take the fear out of, I can never be like you. You know what I mean? Because people look at you and probably, you know, you envy, you know, like, wow, that takes a lot. I mean, we know that it takes a lot. It's a life change. But you do enjoy life. You have stuff that you like sometime, right? Ice cream or whatever, cake or wood. How does that look like for you?
All right, so speaking of which, I have a mad sweet tooth.
Oh, Lord.
I like all those things. Ice cream, cake, cookies, especially the oven baked ones,
Oh, yes.
cinnamon rolls, milkshakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, all those things are my weaknesses. Like,
Oh,
For-
no. And you look like that.
yeah, but okay.
But,
Now here's
there
the
we
thing.
go. I mean, yeah.
But so
But,
the quantity of how many calories, protein, carbs, also aka your macros, the quantity that you get in a day is what matters. So just because you have some ice cream or this or that doesn't mean,
that's it.
yeah, you've outdone all the calories and everything you got to have for the day. Like, as long as you're still within, you know, whatever your macro range is, you're not going to put on unnecessary weight or unnecessary fat, different things like that.
So how many days
A week can you go with, like, if you have like sweet tooth, do you have it like just one day? Because women, we can have it for a whole week. So is that going to mess up? Oh, okay.
All right, you're making me tell on myself.
Yeah.
Okay, so I actually have that sweet tooth like every day. That's just,
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I haven't once.
that's just, oh, pecan pie, I left that out. That's like,
Oh, pecan pie.
if it's made right, that's
Yeah.
my number one weakness. But essentially, when I'm dieting for a show, you know, I stay away from that stuff because you're trying to get all the little cuts and rips and everything to show, so you got to be real picky about what you eat. But time like this, where I'm not prepping for a show and I can just freestyle, you know,
Freestyle.
Freestyle.
yeah, like freestyle with my eating.
Yes.
I got some. All right, this morning I had some cookies, right? I had some oatmeal raisin cookies. I had some today. I had some yesterday. But look, I was still within my macros for the day. So as long as,
So, macro calories or no?
yeah, macros is just slang for calories, protein, carbs, and fat.
Okay, y'all hear that? Macros. We in our macros. I'm supposed to have 3,000 macros today. I hope that's a good number. And I ate a donut. It's not.
No, oh no, you ain't supposed to have 3,000 calories. That's what you're talking about.
Right. No. So yeah, I had 3,000 and I'm gonna gain a pound. Yeah.
I'm going to gain a pound.
I hope you haven't had 3,000 calories.
I haven't. No, I
Okay,
haven't.
good.
But I was just using it as a metaphor. So that's the wrong number. So to be in your calorie range, 1,300 maybe.
Well, it all depends on your metabolism speed.
Yes.
So, on average, most people they burn about like 13 to maybe 1,600 calories-ish, somewhere in there. That's most people's metabolism speed. So like, let's say someone burns 1,600 calories a day, not doing anything, that's just what they normally burn. If they ate 3,000 calories a day, yeah, you're gonna gain a lot of size.
Yeah, gain some.
So,
Something.
yeah, so the amount of calories you're taking totally has to be based on your metabolism speed. Otherwise, you might be overeating or you might be undereating. But, essentially, although I had those cookies, I'm still within my macro range. And here's the thing, too. The thing with cookies, right, is going to be, all right, let me get some backstory.
Yeah.
Okay, when it comes to carbs, carbohydrates, same thing as sugar. And it doesn't have to be processed sugar. It's just carbs break down and turn into sugar in your system. So carbs, sugar, same thing. My carbs have to be at a certain level a day, right, if I'm trying to maintain a certain appearance.
Sure.
So those cookies I had, those are basically all the carbs I had yesterday. So it's not like, okay, I'm gonna eat some cookies here, and now I'm gonna have a big old baked potato, and now I'm gonna have a big old bowl of rice, and now I'm gonna have a big old bowl of pasta, and then some bread, and all those things are carbs. As opposed to, okay, I had some cookies, these carbs were however many amount, but it's still within my range. Like, so anybody, long story short, you can really eat what you want and still control your size and appearance.
Don't do
You just
that.
have to eat strategically, but it's all centered around your macros, as opposed to another misconception is people think what they eat matters more than how much of it they eat.
Okay. How much quantity,
Right.
how much, and how much, or the type, or how much.
Really how much, because think of something like water. Water is healthy, good for us, right? Overwater a plant, right? It's gonna slump over, get sick,
Yes.
maybe die.
Too much water.
Exactly, too much. So too much of even a good thing can be bad.
Oh.
And
Preach.
when it comes to carbs, aka sugar, there's really anything that's not meat is gonna have that in it. Doesn't matter what it is. Cookies, bread, rice, pasta, fruits, veggies, you name it. If it's not meat, it's going to have carbs in it. Now, with that being said, oh man, I just lost track of my train of thought. What was I talking about?
Oh, this is meats and, well, the meats, it's not how much you eat, it's what you eat, and you
Quantity.
said
Thank you. Okay.
See?
Right.
I'm good. See, yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, so all that stuff I mentioned has carbs, right? Even fruits and veggies.
Yeah.
But there's a misconception, you have some people that think, oh, I can eat fruit all day, I can drink smoothies, fruit smoothies all day, and because I'm doing that, I should just automatically lose weight because what I'm eating is healthy. It's fruits, it's vegetables, nah. Yeah, that's what you're eating, but the quantity, all of that stuff has carbs / sugar.
Yeah.
And if you're eating so much of that and your carbs are up here, you're not going to lose any fat. And here's another thing I didn't mention. Your body only uses fat for energy when it's out of sugar. So as long as you're eating carbs all day, your body's never going to touch fat for energy. It's just going to keep burning sugar.
Oh, so you need to tap into that storage area to lose weight.
You have to use up the sugar you've eaten so your body can use the fat for energy.
Gotcha. I
Yeah.
agree.
And so, like, even with the cookies I had, that's a certain amount of carbs / sugar. But here's what also matters. One, the quantity, and two, is my body using it for energy? See, and that's really the thing. You got to earn your carbs. And
Earn your carbs.
quantity is what matters as opposed to I'm just eating fruit. You can eat fruits and veggies all day and still gain weight.
I saw
And
that.
still get bloated and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
If the quantity is too much.
Yes, a big old bowl of beans, big old bowl of veggies, and
Yeah.
different
and-
types of veggies. But I've seen overweight with just a veggie diet all the time,
Yeah.
or no meat even.
Right. All that stuff has carbs / sugar in it, and as long as your body has that, it's not going to use fat for energy. And really, any carbs, sugar you intake, you want to use that for energy. And once your body's out of that, then it's going to use fat for energy. So
Okay.
quantity matters more than just what you're eating. And
also,
So you can eat anything you want. It's just how much.
right,
Anything you want. And I guess you said the move exercise. So if I lay in bed all day and I eat a cookie and I'm not moving, but I eat like 15 cookies. Yeah.
depends on how many
Yeah,
calories are in those 50 cookies.
I know, that's.
How many carbs are in those 15 cookies?
See,
You know what I mean?
Misconception. You can still lose weight, and it depends on those calories. If they're 50 calories and my macros is 1,300, and I've eat 6 cookies, and they're 50, what's 6 times, what's that, 180? I still won't gain weight because I'm still in my macro, in my calorie range.
Right.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
see?
Now that's kind of a overall general version. I guess a little more detailed than that. That, you gotta hit me up.
Yes.
Because,
Yes, he has secrets, and you guys, he really does. So I'm gonna be, well, let me be quiet. So I'm supposed to be this certain something by August, the end of August. If I follow through, I will follow through.
how much protein you get, for example, matters, in addition to how many carbs, and in addition to how much fat. So if you want to essentially control how much muscle your body is going to maintain or use to grow, that portion you're going to need a certain amount of protein. Outside of that, so for example, what I'm getting at is this. Let's say, I'm just making this up. Let's say your body burns 1,400 calories, and you're like, hey, you know what? All I'm gonna eat is 1,400 calories a day. Now, if you did that, you wouldn't gain any weight or lose any weight, right? You're just breaking even. But let's say all those 1,400 calories are just carbs. That's it. You didn't get any protein and you didn't get any fat, right? Just carbs / sugar. Now, let's say you did that for 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
Appearance-wise, even though your frame, maybe you didn't gain a bunch of weight, appearance-wise, your muscles are gonna shrink / atrophy because they don't have enough protein to feed on.
Maintain.
That's what your muscles feed on. It's like fertilizer to a plant, basically. That's what protein is to muscle.
Oh,
All you got was just sugar.
yes.
And sugar also has a shelf life, so if you don't use it for energy after a certain amount of time, it's going to turn into fat anyway. So if all you have is 1,400 calories, right? Hey, that's my maintenance level. I'm not going to get any bigger. Well, and it was all sugar. After a few weeks, appearance-wise, you're not going to look all like ripped and
Yeah, it's still gonna look.
toned and everything else. You know,
So would that be skinny fat? Kind of working its way towards.
It's working its way towards it. Now maybe you won't be out of control because with your size, because you kept your calories at a certain limit. But appearance-wise, you know what I mean? You're going to be more tender and flabby, not bloated, compared to being like tight and lean.
Yeah, that's what I want. Long and lean. That's just the look.
So the only 3 things that have calories are protein, carbs, and fat. That's why.
Protein, carbs, and fat.
That's why.
PCF. I always gotta have an acronym. PCF.
That's why everything harps around those 3 nutrients: protein, carbs, and fat.
Yeah.
So all 3 of those have calories, but essentially, out of all 3 of those, it doesn't mean you get all your calories from just one source. You need a balance. So it's not
Yes.
like I'm gonna just eat all carbs and then.
You have to balance it out.
And it also would be like, oh, I'm gonna just eat all protein, no carbs, no fat, right?
Right.
And no one's gonna be like, I'm gonna just eat all fat, no carbs. You just need to balance all 3. You don't have to put one completely to the side. You're always gonna want your protein higher than the carbs and fat, essentially, but carbs and fat don't have to be, you just need to balance all 3. But to know what those amounts are, that part, gotta come talk.
You gotta hit him up. You gotta go to Big Kev
At flex symbol, FLEX symbol, SYMBOL. Just think sex symbol, but replace it with flex.
Okay, okay, yeah, no comment. Anyways, I wanted to say, I was gonna talk about something, but we've actually, he did a lot of training and teaching today, which we love. So I just wanted to for him to come today, and the summertime is here, and we want to get our bodies tight and right. And you guys look him up. This Big Kev, and how can you be reached again? I know you just said it, but say it again.
Oh, sure. So the best way is going to be Instagram or Facebook. Both are going to be at flex symbol, like sex symbol. Just replace that first half with flex, Flex. Or you can also reach me at TikTok, but it's going to be the in front, so at the flex symbol. But Instagram, Facebook, those are two best ways. You can DM me, or there's a link on my Instagram page in my bio. You can click that. It's a little quick questionnaire, and you can also use that to reach me as well.
Okay, alrighty. So I guess we'll have a part 2, because I was going to ask you about the bad diets. There's diets out there, the meat diet, the grapefruit diet. So we will probably have a part 2. And also, I said I was going to, when I start my workout, that I was going to have my progress. I was going to do it online, yes. So you guys, I'll do whatever numbers that I need to show his work on when I start my training. We'll start out with those numbers that I record, like my weight and everything from the beginning. And then we'll actually come online and show the numbers as I change, as I metamorphosize into the lady that I want to be on the outside. Because I'm already the one I want to be on the inside. So anyways, I thank you so much, you guys, for spending the evening with here at I Shall Bloom. And our saying here is, I shall bloom, you shall bloom, and we shall bloom. Because it's all about us coming together and lifting each other up. And to reach me online, I can be reached online at ishallbloom.com, and also on YouTube. If you can just type in I shall bloom in the search page. Make sure you subscribe and give me a like, and also ring the bell so you'll never miss a premiere episode of the show. Thanks again. Bye now. That was good. That was awesome. Yeah. Woo! Awesome.
I realized I kept looking at that camera more often. I was like, oh dang, I'm supposed to be looking at that.
Yeah, that's okay. We still saw you. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah, it was awesome. That was awesome. Yeah, we'll have a part 2.
Next time I can actually bring my stuff. I was keeping it in my car anyway, but like what I was saying about that elastic band, I can show y'all different exercises or demo online.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, that was fun.
So tomorrow, what's my time? Tomorrow is
I think
11?
Oh wait, that's your phone.
Uh-oh, yeah.
Tomorrow, 12.
12, okay. So I'll be working on 12. Okay. And he has virtual too. You can look at him on the computer. He'll work you out in your own home. You can be at your home and he can be at that. So, just in case be that way.
Yeah, for that one, this app, I don't think you downloaded this one yet. This is that Trainerize app. But this is where I can assign the workouts. So like, oh, actually that one, if you go to your email, it'll be in there. Cause this one is just for my clients. So
Okay.
I created a profile for you. If you don't see the email, let me know.
Yeah, this is what I said I was gonna wait till you got here.
Like this is.
You sent it to I Shall Bloom?
Like this is one of my clients. These are some different workouts I assigned her, and some of the vids are going to be me demonstrating. Some will be like videos off YouTube, but like here would be the instructions, and then if she wanted to know how to do it, she can just hit play and it'll demonstrate. And let's say,
Okay, send them to me.
so like, let's say,
Well, but that's her work. What if I, like at home, if I work out, I just got barbells and I got one of those rubber things you can stand on.
oh, I can always tweak it. So like all this stuff, I customize, made for her. But like, let's say, you know, you're in a hotel room or you just want something to do, you know, in the room. You don't have any weights. Like I can put any kind of workout in here, and basically I'll put in the workout, the instructions and stuff, how I want you to do them, and then you do them at your leisure. So you know, let's say you
Well, I
don't
want to
plan
shock
on.
my body, and so I want the hardcore stuff. You know what I mean? Just to shock me back into.
Well, I mean, like, let's
shape
say.
for a party next month.
Let's say you woke up this morning and you're like, you know what, I'm not going to have time to work out today till 7.
Okay. Introducing DCS Pro? No,
I don't think so.
that's not it.
I mean, it's click on it. Oh, no, that's not it.
Oh,
But like, let's say you were like, oh, I'm not going to have time to work out till 7 o'clock today. You don't have to worry about, well, is Kevin going to be free at 7? Like, you got your workout here. You just, when 7 rolls around, you know, you just, boom, okay, I do this workout, boom, I do that one. And that's if you need a demo. If not, this is telling you what to do. 4 sets of 15 of that, 4 sets of 15 of that, you know.
so are you on there with, like if tomorrow, if I can't be there with you, can I change over to the workout home? Are you on there with you? Or are you just, you tweak it where I turn on my TV, because I'm putting it on my TV, and then I will work out with the TV if I don't, because I'm
Yeah, so if you don't show up, then I can always assign you a workout through here, but, you know,
I
I'm
need
going to tailor
something
it.
though to shop though. I don't mind it being hard, you know, whatever.
Oh,
But you
for
said-
sure.
Yeah, I want to shop it so I can wear that outfit on the 28th.
For sure. So I would just put it in here, and then, yeah, you can always blast this to your TV or whatever if
Okay.
you want to.
All right, send me the email again. Because I know I think I'm gonna have to change it to the workout at home. You know, the workout at home or workout.
Oh, for tomorrow?
Mm-hmm. I got my phone. The ice was going well. Let me see. Where'd you sent it from?
Here we
Where?
go. There we go.
Yeah.
You just sent it to the ice show bloom.
I said, oh, okay, got it. Fit with me. Set up your account. And then I need to go drive by one of those places so you can start my macro.
Right. And then after you download that, download this one, My Fitness Pal. That one you can get from the App Store.
Was that your kid?
Oh yeah,
Beautiful.
thanks.
Wow.
She just turned 17. She's 14.
Wow. They got big girls, huh?
I know, right?
You a girl dad.
Yep.
Wow. So we can talk about. Well, that's when we come back. We'll talk about that.
I was talking to one of my friends yesterday about this new Barbie movie that's coming out. He's like, man, I ain't gonna, you know, I don't even want to watch the commercial, man, you know, because it's Barbie, it's girl stuff. And I was like,
Gotta go.
But you gotta go.
yeah, like me, I was like, man, I've been watching that because, you know, they kind of like forced me into like watching
Yes. Oh yeah. Huh. Mermaid, all that stuff, huh?
it. Right.
Oh, God.
Rats.
Yeah, oh, cute, but it's a bond. Huh? It's a bond. Just to see all the little girls in there, and you in there, the daddy in there too. We need our daddies, so we talk about that too.
That'd be a good conversation. isn't it?
Yeah, we gonna talk about that one.
You know, we don't have enough.
Cause I grew up with my dad, and it was I couldn't imagine not having him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we miss a lot when men think that they can have a baby and just leave and drop
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
We need to talk about that.
Word.
Word? Yeah. Okay. And then we'll talk about how you felt going in there. When you know what I mean? How these things happen. I'm a girl. I'm a girl dad.
Yeah,
We always talk about the boys. Oh, my son. I'm gonna teach you how to basketball.
Mhm.
I'm just but boys.
Yeah.
Because we learn how to deal with men by our daddies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, quick question for you. Did you go to Wheatley High School also?
No,
Or
I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, okay. Because my parents went to school, and my uncles, at the time your husband went to Wheatley.
Mhm.
So I was just curious if you knew.
No. Mm-mm.
But my parents were like a grade or two behind Willie, but
Mhm.
my uncle played with him. Like they were like the same year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine sometimes Tennessee. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Met him in school in college.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have to keep some stories. I want her to talk, but she don't see the behind the scenes. But right now,
Yeah.
they have to keep some stories. Can I say some of it? No?
Huh?
Can I say a little bit of it about when he said gave you some money and you brought it back? You brought him
But
change
you-
back.
Didn't you say that?
He talked about it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
talked as a relative. Yeah.
So that makes a difference in men see that when you come back and you bring him change back versus I took it all, you know, or something. You know what I mean?
Well,
that makes
that's
a
the way I
difference.
was raised. You know.
I know. See. So that's what we'll do.
And that's good. Good interview. That was good.
And we'll have him back
Thank
or
you.
talk about this maybe.
So yours will be on your oh, your site.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, and I gotta figure out how to work this thing, cause,
Did you end it?
yeah.
There you go. No, it's still live. Wait.
Oh, that's yours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's yours. No, that's him.
Is it? Wait a minute.
That's yours.
Am I still there?
Yeah, we're
I
still
did.
live.
Oh, shoot. I turned this off.
Oh, so small. Yeah, I forgot to tell you. Yeah, we're still live. But
Oh, snap.
okay, we're ending. Look. Oh my gosh. Look, I'm live. We're still live. I'm doing this. Okay, what type of phone is it? What? Hi, you guys. We're still live. Okay. It's usually there's an end at the bottom.
I guess Facebook didn't get enough of us.
Yeah, that's fine. We were still live. But we said something good. They're gonna know what we're gonna talk about.
So is it over? That was funny. I had to say this.
Yay! So yeah, we'll have.
We had one that we not live, and this time we.
You're live. I'm still on. I'm on this page. You get a chance to. I shuffle them.
So if I go to my page, how do I do like a replay?
The people say 48 new views. Sarah Kim and 2 other people reacted to your post. Is that the one? No, that's that one. Usually when people are live, make comments. And let's see.
That's my
Okay.
business.
Go back to your other one.
done that, didn't
No, we're still on too.